Hello everyone. Usually I'm outside for making these videos, but I think I wanted to make a quick video on why I think they're not doing a full lockdown in Japan right now. As of today, Today is Saturday, April 11th, and right now they're doing a partial lockdown with 7 prefectures, including Tokyo and Osaka. I live in between Kyoto and Osaka. So my company has about 3 English schools, and 2 are in Kyoto and 1 is in Osaka. And I work there 3 days out of the 2 days in a week. And they actually closed down that school because the government has asked the schools to close down. But the Kyoto schools are actually still open. And so a lot of my coworkers and I are really afraid to go to work because there are still so many people on the train, there are still so many people on the bus, and they still have to go to work. So we've been asking our managers when that they're going to close the school. But the thing is, on Friday, April 10th, the government of Aichi Prefecture and Kyoto Prefecture have asked the what is it called, the main government, if they can also lock down. So I'm hoping that over this weekend that Kyoto will be under a lockdown, and that my school will be closed. But the problem is, even if it's closed, they're trying to open by May 6th. Which is only like less than a month. So I mean, even though right now me and the coworkers and I are trying to not go to work, even for like this week and next week, we still have to come back less than a month, and I don't think this thing is gonna be over in less than a month. I think right now, as of today, I think Kyoto has about roughly 150 cases right now. So it's not much in comparison to Tokyo, but Tokyo has a large increase in numbers every day. Like I think as of yesterday, they had 3 consecutive days where they've been passing the amount from the previous day. And Tokyo has a lot of cases right now, and Osaka too, about 500 to 600. So Kyoto relatively, they don't have a lot of cases, and in Kyoto everything is a little bit spread apart, but still people are still on buses and trains, and I read that 70% of the cases that are infected are men. So I'm assuming they're men that are still going to work, like salarymen. I find it that a lot of times that the Japanese people aren't aware, because I think they're not, even if they're watching the news, they're not watching much of it because they have to go to work. And then like I think people that are from the international community, like me, I'm watching like American news. I mean, on YouTube you can watch live streams of like ABC News. I also watch the Singapore CNA Live. I also watched the Korean, I forgot what, I think it's KBS, no, it's Arirang TV, and they all have live coverage, live streaming on YouTube. And a lot of people I know back home say, oh, the media is always trying to scare people, and I guess I am really scared because I am watching the media all the time. But I feel like it's better to be scared and be more aware than not knowing what's happening. And so I think a lot of Japanese people, they're not really aware of the situation that's going on outside of Japan. And right now, like in America, it's crazy because like a week ago it's about 200,000 cases, and today it's 500,000 people. So I'm really scared to go outside. So another thing I think why the government is not locking down everything is, if they lock down everything right now, then the economy is not going to do well. They might go into a recession and people will be out of jobs. And just like in America right now, I think 6 million people are filing for unemployment. So I think what they're trying to do is trying to wait as long as possible, because the lockdown plan was for the 6 months. So I think they're just slowly implementing things, just so that they don't just lock down everything for like 6 months straight, and it's going to be terrible for the economy. But I think the local governments are aware, and they really want to have that lockdown. Also, too, I was reading this morning that Abe was trying to, within his, like, since 2012, since he started, that he was trying to make the economy do well, and this Olympics was supposed to save Japan, and I think that's why they pushed it so far to cancel it, and then they had to have, not cancel it, but to postpone it, and now they're even saying that it might not even go on next year. And then you had to have communities like Canada say that they're not going to participate. So I think they really tried to save the economy with this Olympics, and now it's not happening. And now they have to have all these stimulus packages for people and companies, and it's not looking so good right now. And since I live here too, I don't want anything bad to happen to economy because it's gonna affect me. But I think in the near future, it's not gonna be so good for the working people of Japan. So I think that's a reason why they're taking so long to do this. And in Japan, a lot of things take a long time. They have to go through so many people. People are getting criticized. Like, I think the mayor or the governor of Tokyo, her name is maybe like Koike. She's a woman, and she's the mayor and governor. I think she's doing such a good job. I think she really cares about people. But there's so much that she can do, because she needs to ask probably the higher ups, maybe like Abe, and I think she's really trying to shut things down. And I think right now, as of today, they're trying to close pubs, but izakayas are still open, and izakayas are places where people can eat food and drink beer. So it's like the same thing, but they're closing izakayas at 8 o'clock and restaurants at 8 o'clock, and I think that goes for like salarymen after work, because they're still going to work. They have to go to they're kind of obligated to go to these like bars and restaurants after work. It's kind of like a cultural thing that they have to do, and like, you can't just say no. You have to go. So they're like obligated to go to these places. So like, now that they're closing these places at 8 o'clock, which these people get off work probably really late because they're working all day, and then now they have nowhere to go, and they have no choice but to go home. So it's kind of like the government saving these salarymen, saying it's okay, just go home, don't go to these bars with your boss. So I think for me, as of right now, I went to the grocery store today at 12. I live right smack in the middle of Kyoto and Osaka, and I live in Osaka City, but I'm like in the edge of the city, and there's still a lot of people at the grocery store. There's a lot of tension, actually, especially like on the train or on the bus. If somebody is coughing, we're all looking, and I can feel the tenseness. And I remember like last week, I was on the train, and there were two older women. There's an older woman and man, maybe 50, 60 years old, and they're both coughing. And I don't know if it was because the person had to go to the next stop, but suddenly that guy just got up and left. And there's some other women on the train, and we all they all looked at each other. So I think the atmosphere is getting really tense right now. So I'm gonna stay in for now. My girlfriend, we live together, and she's actually working from home now. She brought her computer home. She does like game design, so she can work from home, but it's kind of counterproductive if I have to still go out. So I might just ask. I've been telling my manager that I don't want to come in, and we'll see how it goes this week, but I'm gonna try not to go in. Next week. Maybe I'll go in a couple of days this week. I don't know. It's not so easy like that, but maybe we can negotiate something. So I'm gonna try to stay in more, and hopefully I can make some videos outside and update everybody on what it looks like outside of Japan. For now, I'm going to do I'm planning to do, starting from today, a juice fast. Maybe like 8 days of juice, and then a 21-day water fast, and a couple of days in where I won't be drinking any liquids. I've done this before, so I'm kind of used to it. I do fast every day. Fasting is when you don't eat for a period of time. So I'm going to make a bunch of fasting videos because I think it's safer than to go outside, and maybe people will be interested. This channel is about my life in Japan, and part of my life is fasting. I fast every day. I've ran into some health conditions ever since I moved to China from America, and my health was just terrible. I think it was because of the pollution, and I was just so tired and sick every day, and so my digestion was really bad. And as soon as I came to Japan, I started fasting, and I changed the way I ate, and I've been feeling better and better. So I'm going to try to make a video all about fasting, and I'm going to try to vlog every day on my experience on the 21-day water fast. I did attempt a water fast last year. I tried to do 21 days, but I only ended up making it up to 18 days. So I'm gonna try my best this time, and I'm hoping that me vlogging will encourage me to just keep going. So if you're interested in fasting, if you're interested in more videos in life in Japan, stay tuned. I'm gonna try my best to make as many videos as possible while I'm not working. So stay tuned, and thank you for all the subscribers that still watch my videos. Thank you to all my friends who are out there. I know you guys are still watching and supporting me. Thank you very much. And stay tuned. Goodbye. I'll be making another video right after this, so stay tuned for that too. Goodbye.